What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about the AirPods Pro 3. They've been out for a while. I've had these since launch, and I've been using them as my daily earbuds since launch, both on Android and on an iPhone. We're going to talk about both, why I'm not going to recommend it for Android users and why they're fantastic earbuds if you use an iPhone and if you use an iPhone only. Let's get into it. Now, before we start, guys, just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on all social media platforms. And stay tuned for more videos that are on the way. We have some fun stuff coming up. But the AirPods Pro 3 price, $250 is the price. So high-end earbuds, are they worth it? I'll tell you at the end if I think they are worth it. I can tell you right now, though, on Android, it's not worth it. There are better earbuds out. And these are my second favorite pair of earbuds right now. And I'll tell you at the end of the video which ones are my favorite and currently champ for me. Now, on Android devices, you can still use these earbuds, but you just connect them through Bluetooth like you would any normal pair of earbuds, but you're missing out on so many things, right? No in-ear detection, no fit test, no Siri, no spatial audio. And on here, on these earbuds, spatial audio is fantastic. Now, there's no customizable touch controls, no Find My, so you're missing out on a ton of features if you are trying to use these on Android. And I've used these on Android for about 2 weeks, off and on, right? I would switch back and forth. And although a lot of things are still great, the microphones are great, the ANC and the transparency mode, even using an Android device, are really good. The audio quality on here sounds good, very dynamic. I like the sound of these. We're still missing out on a bunch, and I would never recommend these to anyone using an Android device. Now, on an iPhone, it's a completely different story. Again, the price, $250. Now, the rest of the specs on here, improved ANC, transparency mode, better audio quality on here. We're getting the H2 chip, better ANC, heart rate sensor. Battery life is pretty good, 8 hours of battery and 24 with the case. Wireless charging, 5 minutes. So we get a little, 5 minutes gets us an hour. Like, that's not really a fast charge. It's okay, it is, but it's still only an hour. There are much better ones out there. Come on, Apple, you could step it up. Bluetooth 5.3, live translation, still in beta. It's not really good at all. 5 sets of ear tips, and that's about it for specs. Now, if we take a look at the actual case and the earbuds, very similar to older AirPods, including the first and second gen, but they are a bit smaller and a bit different when it comes to how they are built and the shape of them. I like these. They fit in my ears pretty good. I'll throw them in so you guys can see them. Very comfortable. Again, 5 different tips, so something for everyone. ANC on here is fantastic, so I'm actually going to turn it off and use transparency mode for the rest of this video. But the case, so on the case, we have a speaker, we have the USB-C port to charge. If there's no pairing button on here, so to pair these, you would just double tap under the LED light to pair these up. If you have an iPhone or whatever, if you want to scan to pair for an Android, you would tap it there as well. Now, I just want to talk about my favorite things about these earbuds, right? There's plenty of reviews out there, but my favorite things about these earbuds, and if you're using an iPhone, this is why they're worth it, right? So we're just going to start with ANC and transparency mode. ANC on these earbuds, top tier. They're going to compete with any pair of earbuds out there. Even voices are hard to hear with these earbuds when it comes to active noise cancellation. So again, just some of the best you're going to get. And it doesn't matter what device you're using, you're going to get really, really good ANC. Now, the transparency mode, for years, I don't know how they do it, but transparency mode on these earbuds, it's the most natural sounding pair of earbuds I've ever heard. They sound crystal clear. It allows me to feel like everything is normal right now, even while I'm talking and using these, making these videos. I think ANC and transparency mode, you're not really going to find better on a pair of earbuds when it comes to both of them. So again, that's a bonus. If that's what you're looking for in a pair of earbuds and you're willing to pay the premium that these cost, you're not going to get better than what we have here. Now, another thing about these earbuds are the microphones. AirPods, doesn't matter if the pros or the regular AirPods. AirPods have always had fantastic mics. So let's do a mic test. What's going on, guys? We are on our way to my boys. I get them a dog sitter like every week, but what you are hearing right now is the audio quality for the AirPods Pro and the microphone. This is what it's going to sound like on a phone call. I got windows down, sunroof open. I even got the AC on to make my dog feel a little cooler because he freaks out when he's in the car. But the AirPods Pro 3 Let me know what you think of the microphone. Drop some comments below and let me know what you think of the microphones for the AirPods Pro 3. Now, if you have an iPhone, of course, you can go into Bluetooth, and these are the settings that you are going to see. And this is one of the things that you're not going to get if you're using an Android device, unfortunately. And I'm not sure what's going on here. Kind of like a little bug here. I should have a picture of the AirPods up here. I'm not sure why it's showing up, but let me know. Let me wipe some of this. This is dusty. My screen is dusty, yo. Still dusty. All right, so again, we have noise control, transparency mode, adaptive, noise cancellation, your left and your right. These are your customizable controls for your AirPods. Again, you're not going to find that on an Android device. Personalized volume, conversation awareness, your loud sound reduction, automatic in-ear detection, which another thing you will not get on an Android device. What else we have? Personalized spatial audio. Spatial audio on here is really, really good. Microphones, ear tip fit test, another thing you're not going to get on an Android device. So it's unfortunate, right? There's a lot of things in here that you can do to just play around and just make these earbuds sound better or turn things off that you don't really use. But all right, let's talk about latency on these earbuds. Delay between audio and video is non-existent for me. And you can binge content on here, Amazon Prime, YouTube, whatever you want to do. You can game on these earbuds. I haven't had any issues as far as latency goes. Now, battery life on these earbuds is great. So 8 hours, but it's not 8 hours if you're using active noise cancellation. I've been getting around 5.5 hours when I have ANC on because I'm always using ANC at the gym. 5.5 to 6 hours. When I'm not at the gym, I don't use ANC. So it does vary a little bit when it comes to how much battery I get out of these. But typically, if I'm using these daily, about 5.5 hours if I'm at the gym. Overall battery life is pretty good. Could be better, right? There are better earbuds out there with better battery life, but I can't complain about 5.5, 6 hours of battery on a pair of earbuds. 5 minutes, again, will get you 1 hour of juice, so you can top it off real quick. And again, wireless charging. So overall battery life on here is really good compared to what we had on older versions of the AirPods. All right, guys, let's talk about the sound quality on these earbuds. Volume-wise, they're loud enough for me. I don't have any problems with the volume. I can listen to these right around 80%, and I'm good to go. Now, the sound quality itself, AirPods have always, some people hate them, actually, and some people love them. I've always thought AirPods have sounded good, and these are the best sounding out of the bunch. It's a dynamic sound. There's some good bass. The mids and the highs are clear. They're not overly bright by any means, and the spatial audio on here is really good. I'm not a big fan of spatial audio on a lot of earbuds, but for whatever reason, they just worked perfectly with these. And that's one of the things that Apple does really well. It might take them a little longer to release a product, but when they do, most of the time, not always, when they do, the product is really, really good. And that's what we have here with the AirPods Pro 3. Overall, I can easily recommend them to anyone using an iPhone. Unfortunately, without an app that supports all of the features, I would never recommend them to somebody using an Android device. But if you have money like that and you want to spend $250 for some of the best earbuds out there on an iPhone, the AirPods Pro 3 are up there. And that's about it for this video, guys. Just my thoughts on the new AirPods from Apple, the Pro 3. Great pair of earbuds. Hit that like, drop a sub. I'll be back soon. Peace.